going on YouTube? KevonMoore here, back with another little video. And I wanted to come on here to have a quick little conversation about something that I feel like I've been not only praying about, but just have had on my mind for a while now that I feel like I need to discuss. And I have to get it off my chest. As you can see from the actual title, do I feel like I personally have failed in real estate? And the answer to that question is yes. And I feel like I failed in real estate because I let my life circumstances and or situations cloud my judgment, get the best in me, take me off of my focus, and literally made me alter my decision making. And if you know me personally, right, you know that I'm not a quitter. I don't quit at shit. I just keep fucking going. That's just who I am. That's who I am. That's my personality. I do not quit for nothing. I just don't quit. The odds could be stacked against me tenfold, and I'm just not gonna quit. I noticed that in many areas of my life, I just don't quit. When it comes to school, right? In my last year of high school, or my second to last year, I reflected, and my first 2 years were probably shit. They weren't fucking good. But my last 2 years, because I wanted to do better, I put the effort, the time in, the focus a lot more than I did my first 2 years. Not as much as I could have, but I noticed something. There was a shift in my focus. There was a shift in my energy. There was a shift in my aura. There was a shift in my attention. There was a shift in my ambition, a shift in my way of thinking, a shift in my mindset. So I did pretty well. When it came to women and or girlfriends or just women in general, right? I would just go. I would just go. Meaning I would just talk to so many women, so many females, whether in the school, out of school, had a girlfriend, didn't have a girlfriend, yada yada yada, this and the third. What I noticed is that I would get rejected a lot. A whole lot. And I'm a handsome motherfucker, you feel me? Forget all this pandemic shit. A nigga handsome. But I say that to say I got rejected a lot, but I still had the mindset of just never quit, just keep going. You know what I mean? If you talk to enough girls, you're gonna get some results, some numbers, some feedback, something positive. Case in point, for me, it's just a number game, right? It's a point where it's like, yo, if you talk to 100 girls, 10 of them will give you their number. Back then, it would be their aim, something, Facebook, something. You are gonna see some type of result, some type of positivity, some type of a gain, if you will, right? So I just don't know why I didn't apply the same hustle or the same mindset in regards to real estate. Being a real estate agent, and especially in New York City, it is extremely tough. New York is one of the most busiest, hustle and bustle cities, fast-paced cities within the world, man. It is just, everyone is in their own zone. Everyone is just zoned in, focused on what that they want to do. And it is just, it's extremely just fast-paced, right? So when I started, I basically, man, I just fucking quit, man. I just fucking quit after a few people told me no. And this was more so on the rental side. I really wasn't even doing sales. This was really more so on the rental side. Trying to find people who want to rent out apartments on via Facebook or via Craigslist, or just posting it on RentHop and stuff like that, man. I looking back and reflecting, man, I completely failed, man. I completely failed because I let the people who were telling me no, I let that get the best of me, on top of my actual situation and my circumstances, which made my judgment even more cloudy. Instead of saying, you know what, instead of being accepting of what is currently happening and using it as fuel to keep going, I let it cloud my judgment. I let it become overbearing, and I let it affect my decision making in the entire thought process. or throughout the entire process, man. And when I sit back and reflect, it's like that made me feel like a failure. That made me feel like 100% failure. And I knew, and I still know, like the formula that I need in order to succeed. When I watch people like Brian Casella, Ryan Serhant, Mr. Jay Morrison, Frederick, I don't know how to say his last name, or just people in general who have very high levels of success. I studied the pattern, and I noticed that they all have something in common. Number one, a lot of the times people wake up super early, 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., just to get ahead of their competition, and they start their day with like a workout. And I tried to get up at 5:30 in the morning, and certain days I did, certain days I just fucking didn't do it. I would hear my alarm go off, and I would be like, "Ah, oh, man, it's 5:30. I'm tired. I don't want to get back up." And next, you know it, boom, it's 7:30. Boom, it's 8 a.m. Boom, it's 8:30. And I'm like, "Fuck." Rejection, which I normally take extremely well, I let it get to me, man. I let the people saying no, 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 or not just no, or like, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. I let that get to me, man. And once again, it affected my judgment. It affected my thought process. It affected my mindset. And I let that I let that have a say in my decision making. Point blank, it just is what it is. Um, my level of focus, it wasn't necessarily where I thought it could have been. It wasn't where I know I can focus. It wasn't to the standard that I hold myself accountable for. What else? My habits were extremely poor, man. I wasn't reading as much as I could have been. I wasn't actually. I was. I wasn't disciplined. In no way, shape, or form was I disciplined enough to wake up every morning at 5:30 a.m. or 5 a.m. I wasn't reading every day. I wasn't working out every day. I wasn't following a schedule that I set for myself, whether it be posting online for 2 hours, uh, taking my camera to actually go to vacant apartments to like shoot some footage of downtown Manhattan, and just approach it a different way. I wasn't being as productive as I could have been. And I felt like all of those accumulations of things, mindset, lack of discipline, lack of energy, being less productive, being more distracted, those all contributed into the reason why I left real estate. And I put a lot of energy, time, and money into it. Money. Like I spent maybe in New York, I probably spent maybe about $1,000 in total to get my salesperson's license, which was paying for the course, taking the tests, textbooks, and just fees because I passed the test after my fourth time. Fees for maybe 2 months, like $100 fees here, there, and I spent $200 on rent hop, and so I can post things, and it's not cheap. And all of those things made me feel like because I did those things or didn't do those things, that's like, man, that's why I feel like I personally failed at real estate. On top of me quitting, like I actually just fucking left, and as you can see, I came back into truck driving. And the part of me is like, yo, should I use truck driving again to return to real estate, to make those adjustments, and to enter much more smarter? Do I need to have a not a backup plan, but should I set a plan in place to be better off and then actually fucking stick to it? Actually stick to it, actually commit to it, actually take the time that I'm on the road now to just plan ahead, plan wise, and execute. Because I can definitely see myself as a real estate salesperson, as a broker. I just, that lifestyle of just hustling, of just being great, of being a good public speaker, a good conversationalist, someone who has a magnetic aura. I'm naturally just charismatic. I can speak to anyone at the drop of a dime. Men, women, children, heterosexual, homosexual, doesn't really matter. Bisexual, doesn't matter, man. I'm very comfortable with who I am as a person, and I can speak to all walks of life, any background, any religion, any real estate. Did I fail, man? Did I fail? Like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Should I use trucking to return to real estate again and give it another shot, or should I just like fuck it, trucking? Because sometimes I feel lost. Because being here out on the road, it makes me feel like, yo, I'm not using what I could be using my communication skills for. Even though when I'm on the road and I stop in like a truck stop, or I'm at a shipper, I can I can assess someone's mood, and I know how to speak to them. I know how to Communication is a skill. It's a skill that I can be learned, it can be mastered, it could be studied, it could be applied daily. Should I get back into real estate? Like, comment, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at KevonMoore, and let's just have a conversation for a quick second, all right? Bless.